Okay, everyone, so far with SOHCAHTOA, we've been finding missing angles. Now, we're actually going to use it to find a missing side of a given right triangle. Let's get started. So look at number 14 here, and let's just follow our basic steps. Step 1, we mark where our angle is. Notice they gave us a 52-degree angle. See, we know the angle already. We're missing this side X over here. Okay? So anyways, step 1, mark your angle. Step 2, mark your sides. So notice the X here is opposite of the 52-degree angle, right? The 3 is the hypotenuse. We're missing this side, but we're not asked to find that side. We're not going to worry about the adjacent side because this is the adjacent side. Okay? So, can we find the missing side X, which is opposite of 52? Well, what uses opposite hypotenuse? According to SOHCAHTOA, which function is the one that uses opposite hypotenuse? Right there, right? See the OH right there? So we know that we're going to do the sine of 52 degrees, and the sine of 52 is X over 3. Now, let's take our calculator, and hopefully you can see there at the bottom. Let me slide up a little bit higher. You could see right there is a sine of 52. Now, our rule is we're always going to use 4 decimal digits initially. We'll round off only when we're done at the end. So we're going to take those 4 digits. Okay, that's what we're going to do. And so therefore, sine of 52 is 0.7880. And if that equals X over 3, I now can solve for X, because how do I get rid of this divide 3? Is I multiply both sides by 3. The 3's cancel out. So X is going to equal whatever that is. And as you can look down here on the calculator, when I did 3 times 0.7880, I got 2.364. Now let's round off to 1 decimal place. So we're going to round off to there. The 6 means I round the 3 up to a 4. So we got 2.4 for side X. Okay, let's do 16 together. On 16, step 1, we mark our angle. We are given the angle 65 degrees. Notice X is opposite again of the angle. We don't know the hypotenuse over here though, but we do know the 4, which is adjacent to our angle, right? So, what uses opposite adjacent? Well, according to SOHCAHTOA, which one is opposite adjacent? Tangent. See the OA right there. So, we know the tangent of 65 degrees equals the opposite, which is X, over adjacent, which is 4. Now, let's take our calculator, of course. Put that a little bit higher there. As you can see right here, I know the tangent of 65 is 2.1445. Again, keep at least 4 digits, guys, so you're more accurate in the end. And if that equals X over 4, well, we're just going to times both sides by 4 to get rid of divide 4. So X is going to equal whatever that is. And if you look right here, 2.1445 times 4 is 8.578. Rounded off is 8.6. All right. They're not always that quite easy, as you're going to find out on this one. Step 1, do you agree we know the angle's 50 degrees? Step 2, notice the 14 here is adjacent. See how it's right next to it here? The X is my hypotenuse this time. And again, we don't care about the opposite in this case. We're just solving for the hypotenuse, x here. So what uses adjacent hypotenuse? Well, according to SOHCAHTOA, right there is adjacent hypotenuse, right? So cosine of 50 degrees equals the adjacent over the hypotenuse. Notice how it's upside down over here, guys. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. First of all, let's find the cosine of 50. The cosine of 50, let me just slide it over here. As you can see right there is 0.6428, rounding, just keeping 4 decimal places, rounding off a little bit. And if that equals 14 over x, watch this trick, guys. How about we do a reciprocal on both sides here? So this becomes 1 over 0.6428. That equals x over 14. Now, to solve for x, all I have to do is times both sides by 14. See what I did there? Whenever you times a fraction, you always times the numerator, right? So, this is my answer. 14 divided by 0.6428. That is an 8 there, right? Yeah. So, x is going to equal 14 divided by 0.6428, which is this, rounded off, is 21.8. And so, guys, that's how it's done. And the only way to get good at these is you got to practice them. We'll practice a lot together in class, but this video, as well as the other videos I've been sending you on SOHCAHTOA, you got to watch and study several times. Get those notes down. All right? And remember, whenever you have any questions on this, please bring it up in class. This is pretty tough to understand until you practice it enough. All right? I'll see you in class.